Good morning.
How you doing?
Fast car show around, okay?
I own 5 of them. I've had a Volkswagen. It was my first car. I got it when I was 15. I've never not had one in my life.
That's the first car I ever drove. And ever since then, I've been in them. And we still have them.
Been here before? Yes, my Bero. Come on up. Let's take care of it.
My older brother had one, got me into it when I was young and been with them since.
Well, they're simple to repair, and they're easy to operate, and they'll run at 10%. Whereas a lot of cars, when they get to 50%, they drop off. But the Volkswagen will run all the way down to 10%.
I appreciate them more than most people because I've been working on them every day for years. And I served time in the Army in Germany and learned a lot over there for a couple of years. And I still drive them daily. They're just a wonderful little car.
Well, they started at Woodward Park, moved over to Sebring West, and wound up out here at the wonderful Madera Fairgrounds site that we have here. You can see we've got well over 500 cars out here today, and it's just amazing the growth that we've, you know, as you can see. I mean, there's standing room only, as they say, but things are growing very well, and it's been a great voyage.
It really is family oriented. You talk about VWs.
Yes, that's very true. We have several, as we've talked in the past, Don, you know, we got people in their 80s and 90s driving these cars, and we got kids that are coming up, you know, that are being raised around these Volkswagens, and it's all they know, you know, air-cooled, old Volkswagens. It's a great thing.
Everybody who registers gets this paper here, and they go around and put your vote in, you know, so.
What are you looking for when you go around looking at these different cars?
There's a lot of different things. Depends on the vehicle, you know. As you can see, a lot of cars are, to some people in their eyes, they look like garbage, but in our eyes, they're like, you know, beautiful things. So just every single vehicle here is original. There's not one alike, so. Just look for things like that, originality, people's own little tweaks and stuff that they put into the vehicle. So just little things like that. I like cars that people drive. You know, ones that come in on a trailer, you know, I don't go for those, but ones that people drive every day, daily drivers are good. So that's kind of what I look for. Yeah.
I bought the car in 2004 and I towed it home, put a couple things on the motor and started driving it. In 2007 we got the total bodywork and paint completed and put the car back together. So it's been in this condition since 2007. And it just take it out on weekends and don't really drive it too much, keep it inside, and that's about it. Just enjoy weekends, the bug shows and stuff on occasions.
We've got stock, we've got hot rod, we've got rat rod, we've got patina, you know, we've got full custom off-road race cars, you know, there's so many different types of cars, convertibles.
This is a people's car. It's not just for one individual person, it's for everybody. Everyone's owned one of these cars. Their parents have, now their kids have them, and hopefully we can get their grandkids into them. So Volkswagen's a car that's going to be here for a lifetime. Parts are way easier to get than some of the old, even the old American cars. Yeah, there's parts available everywhere. And then I think that, as you were saying about all the family orientated, you know, you see them out here cooking in clubs, and the clubs bring all their kids and stuff out here. So we try to make this a family event. We have events for kids, coloring contests and Hot Wheel drag races, you know, so everyone can enjoy it.
I colored like over everything. Oh, not yet. You have to let it go.
I've always been into the Volkswagens. We've usually had Baja bugs and things like that. And about 15 years ago, we purchased it from the Bird family, and they restored it in a little shack right on the beach in Hawaii. I can't remember what island, but they basically did everything on it. The only thing we did was small things: rack, roof, interior, and so basically they have all the credit for it. We just try to keep it nice now and let people enjoy it at each show we go to.
So it came in this color when you purchased it?
Yes, cream de mint, specially mixed by the wife of the husband that restored it.
What do you think about the car? I mean, what really attracts you to this particular VW?
Just the color. It's also just a fun color. It pops out anywhere and everywhere we go. So it's a lot of kids love it, the wives love it, husbands love it. It's just an all-around good color for the car, and of course the 55. You gotta love the oval window. It's anything early. That's what we love.
Have you had any prior VWs?
Yeah, Baja bugs, squarebacks, just simple things. I had a 63 Gia actually just sold recently, but so yeah, we love anything small, mostly micro cars, Volkswagens.
bought it new in August of 1958. I was in Chicago, bought it in Bakersfield, and my parents drove it to Chicago before I ever saw it.
It's a long time. You're talking about 60 years.
60 years this August.
What is it about this car you like so much that you held on to it for that length of time?
It just happened. I can't explain it. It just happened. We kept it at first because we liked it, and then we kept it because we needed it. We just kept it.
Has it been repainted?
Yes, it has. This is about a 10-year-old paint job now.
What's original and what have you had to either restore, repair, and so forth?
Because we were in Chicago for part of a winter, the rust eventually did get to a couple of fenders, so 10 years ago we started through, just said let's go through the whole car, and we put in, had some body work and paint and then the upholstery. And before that, we probably had the engine worked on and gone through, so it's all been 10 to 12 years ago, probably.
Now, talking about we have posted on the rear window on the side here, on the passenger side, this has been across America, it looks like. You've done a lot of traveling in this vehicle.
Yes, of course, as I said, my folks drove it to Chicago, and from there I took a couple of short trips, one just down the state of Illinois with an Army buddy, and we crossed the Mississippi and the Ohio River within about a 10-minute span. And then another trip, I went back and visited an aunt and uncle in Ohio. And then, of course, I drove it home when I got out of the service. That was the first year, the first 6 months that I had the car. When I was married in 1960, the wife told me she had never been out of the state. I said, we'll fix that. In 1961, we took the first trip that went clear to the East Coast. 9,950 miles, $100 worth of gasoline for a penny a mile.
We actually have only had the car for about a year and a half. We purchased it from a guy in LA who'd had it since 1967. He actually traded a bus for it back in the 60s, and it had just been sitting in his area for about 20 years. He'd had the paint done on it and everything, but other than that, he hadn't done much else to it.
Why this one?
Well, we were looking for a 3-fold ragtop that was right-hand drive, and this one just happened to fit the bill.
What is that like driving a right-hand drive? A little bit something to get used to?
It didn't take me long to get used to it. It's definitely a lot of fun, though, and it definitely turns heads.
What do you like best about the car?
I like the fact that it is a 1953. It is a 25 horsepower motor, and it is a 3-fold ragtop, which all contributes to the uniqueness of the car.
Well, you know, they made them in Germany, they made them in Brazil, they made them here in the United States, so they're made all over the world, and so it's a world car. It's not just a German car, it's not just a Brazilian or an American car. So what we have here in the United States is just a small part of this cult. I call it a cult instead of a car, because everyone has a connection in this.
We got people from south of the border in Mexico that are here today. We've also got folks here from Anchorage, Alaska. I mean, that's a heck of a long drive in a Volkswagen to get down here to Central California to enjoy this beautiful show that we have to share with everybody. We have a whole car club from Mexico here. We have car clubs from all over the state of California. So people's car, people's show, family show, you know, we're here to make everyone happy just like the car does for us.
he has got the car around for like half a year. He got air suspension, new rims, tires. He did a little paint job on the car as well. Has a carbon fiber intake. Basically just still stock, but you know, little details around the car.
Most of the work was done in Mexico, and we drove it last weekend just for this show.
Yesterday, got here about noon, and then we set up camp and had a big old potluck dinner and hung out under the stars and had a good bonfire and talked cars, talked family, talked friends, anything, everything. And then we're out here for the show today.
So have you done this in the past with camping out, making use of your VW? Is this something that's an ongoing thing for you?
Yeah, this is our 3rd year. As a club, it's our 5th year. So, yeah, Kern County air cooled.
Vehicle I've had for quite a few years. I started sanding it and found that I had 8 different colors under it, so I decided to keep all the colors and just kind of bring them out one at a time as I sanded it. Then we did a poll online as to what name we were going to name it. Came up with a lot of good names. One of the good names was Tetanus because all the rust, and we came up with Clyde for Kaleidoscope, and Everlasting Gobstopper for all of its colors. And then somebody came up with Festus, and I like Festus quite a lot. I like Gunsmoke, and it gave me a motif to go after, so I did it in a Western style. And that's why we did the cow hair hide interior, and everything else just kind of, the bus told me what to do. I didn't really come up with many of the ideas. I've never had a bus that I could drill. I have a lot of buses, and this one I could drill on, so I get to add a lot of custom stuff to it. I've been having a lot of fun with it.
It's a 1966. I've done everything to it myself. Paint, lowered it, customized it. Everything that it's done is done by me. I've got 944 disc brakes all the way around, 2180, and a 412 transmission.
So what's the fascination with this particular VW for you?
Oh, I've always loved the buses. The buses, there's the only thing that drove me in. Bugs, I like the bugs, but buses that's where my heart is.
I wanted something different. And she's definitely different. Her doors come off, her windows come off, the top rolls back. It can be pretty just wide open.
This has caught your attention where you had a desire to have this vehicle.
We did. And he started just kind of looking on the internet, and we found one in San Bruno. And we went down and we bought it.
So what do you think about it? I mean, what is it like to have?
It's kind of like you're riding in a bucket of bolts. It's a lot of fun. It makes a lot of noise. It's a kick. And people always kind of give you a thumbs up.
Appreciate the recognition for all the time and effort that I put into cleaning up the car. It means a lot. I appreciate it.
This car deserves it. It's been around since it's a 61 Volkswagen factory camper bus. It's got over 41,000 miles on it, so, and all original. So, yeah, so it's got its own stories to tell.
I'm honored. I mean, this has been coming here many years and first time recognized, so it feels pretty good.
Very grateful after I have this car for 14 years and enjoying driving it and be the third or fourth award that I win. It's grateful. I feel very well.
Put a lot of work into it?
Yes, it's not only the work, it's like enjoy the car and share with everyone else what really this car is about it. Yeah. Oh man, I'm overwhelmed. I can't believe it.
It's just an accomplishment. The awards aren't the end result. It's more about just the lifestyle and enjoying the camaraderie that goes with the things. But awards always are nice.
Represents a lot of work you put into this as well?
Absolutely. It's just a self-fulfilling task that we enjoy doing and people enjoy as well.
It's great. The car still looks good, so I'm very happy people still like it.
Awesome. I mean, my hard work was well paid off.
A lot of work is put into this.
A lot of work done by myself.
It means a lot. I've had this car since 1970. I'm the original owner. And I've been taking care of it. Got 250,000 miles on it.
Good time. We appreciate it. It's been a long time coming for this car, built in 1979. Oh, it's really neat, especially from getting judged by all your peers that are in the hobby that you are. It's a real honor to get the award and enjoy their company. It's been a blast.
Take a lot of pride in building a car, so it feels good to be rewarded with everyone's acknowledgement. That I don't know, I'm just happy.
It's really cool. It's my first event with this car, and glad that everybody appreciates the car. Thank you for the votes.
You know, it's pretty awesome. I wasn't expecting it. You know, all the hard work I put into the car paid off, and I'm really excited, so thank you. It's really cool.
Oh, it's awesome, you know, especially first place. That's a total surprise. A lot of other nice Gias out here, but I'll take it. I'm proud.
I'm flattered. I'm feel so honored. Here in Madera, my first award.
I think it's awesome that to be recognized among all these beautiful cars. It just makes me feel like it's worth it. Put a lot of work into these cars. Put a lot of time into these cars. But most importantly, I came out here with the car club, Vintage Folks Car Club out of San Jose, California, and man, we just have a great time everywhere we go. We've been to the show. I don't know, this is like our 10th year or so, and we just think it's great.
Oh, it's so awesome. I mean, words cannot describe, you know. It's just, you do what you do and you get what you get, and it's just amazing.
Oh, it's exciting. I've my second one. I had one last year. It's my one last year. It's my first one this year.
A lot of work, a lot of hours, a lot of love, vehicles.
It's an honor. This show was a lot of fun.
To be honest, I'm excited. I mean, this is my first time ever coming to a meet really with a show, so I'm pretty excited. I'm stoked to do it.
Very shocked, a pleasant surprise. Looking forward to it. Had a great time, met a lot of nice people. It's the first time to this show and first time to this part of California, and I have only positive things to say, and we'll definitely be back next year.
Oh, it feels great, man. Always a good time here at Madera Sprinkling. Woo!
First place, Eric Hand, 1962 notch. This is not a notch, this is a
My son works for me. He's got the bug. He loves it. His grandson's got the bug now. They go to all the Volkswagen events, and it seems like once it's in your blood, it's in your blood.